great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
San Antonio calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Robert Covington out there with James Posey. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Davis. And it's Hield in at the shooting guard. Passes it to Nurkic. And here's Duncan. Duncan drawing the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. And now let's check. Check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Ginobili. Duncan out there with Nurkic. Then there's Edwards. And it's Parker in at the point. Now here's Davis. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Parker. They lead by 7. Duncan outside. From outside the arc, Robinson pulls it in. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Batum's running. San Antonio leading by 7. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Ginobili outside. Pass to Nurkic. Just 5 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Ginobili misses. Los Angeles trails by 7. Here's Serbiak, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Davis. On to Batum. Here's Serbiak. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
That's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. One of the top stories here, Tim Duncan getting it done today.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat him.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Sean Marion is checked in for James. Thompson comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Price in for Davis. Thomas checked in for San Antonio. Now, here's Price. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. It's going to be Price shooting. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Thomas. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The pass to Nurkic. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Nurkic. Duncan's got 17.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Duncan with the block. Another block.
This is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end, effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. It's Ginobili outside. He is hauled in by Los Angeles. Price with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Leonard with no one around. And the Clippers miss again. And so is Ginobili bringing it up now for San Antonio. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
For San Antonio, they've made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And he makes the first. Duncan hits them both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Nurkic with the block. Shoots from 14. Duncan with the bucket. Duncan's got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Leonard.
Size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
They couldn't ask for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
San Antonio shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Robert Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. Daquan Cook comes in for Klay Thompson.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Price, the pass to Leonard. Down low, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Duncan kicks to Thomas. 51 seconds left in the first half. Lays it up and banks it in. And San Antonio leads by 16.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
For the finish, and Covington sends it back. The three, no good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Robinson misses. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 16-5 run. And it's set back by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw drops for Covington. And both free throws good for Covington.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Middleton looking it over. And so it's San Antonio with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. An exceptional performance from Tim Duncan.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Price is out there with Thompson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Marion, and it's...
And Parker really as good as anybody when it comes to attacking the rim and finishing.
Price against Parker. Knocks it loose. To the right side. From about 16, Thomas, no good. Los Angeles trails by 16. And it's Marion at the elbow. And no good. Trying to use the glass. In transition, here comes San Antonio for three. Middleton. He is called in by Los Angeles. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. And here's Leonard from 3. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists in the game. Price against Thomas. Here's Leitner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Parker, here we go. That shot, no good. Good D by Thompson.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. They've got a can't-miss play. Now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Middleton outside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
And the Clippers call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Making substitutions here. Price, the pass to Robinson. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Price has got 3 assists now in this one.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Now, here is Young. Jacks up a 3. Connects from three-point range. Young's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is what the crowd comes to see. Young has that it factor.
Price, the pass to Thompson. Here's Robinson. Batum trying to break loose. Tries yet again. Robinson misses.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
San Antonio shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. James checked in for Klay Thompson. Throw good, Ginobili. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Price dishes to Robinson. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Here's Duncan. He gets hauled in by Los Angeles. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game. to Zerbiak. Latre. Mobley with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 15. Here's Duncan. Oh, and the jam by Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Here's Zerbiak. They double him with Middleton. Price. And he banks in the layup. Price has got 5 points so far.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Passes it to Mobley. Puts it up from 12. Duncan. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Price. San Antonio with the ball. 17-point lead, their biggest. No good from Ginobili. And so James will bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Robinson. A sweet little floater. He's got 12.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Duncan. Knocks down the three ball. And San Antonio leads by 18.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Zerbiak's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Duncan against James. Young fires away from outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
James in the post. Duncan on him. Here's Zerbiak. And Middleton with the block. And so it's San Antonio taking a 19-point lead into the break. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. Back to the action after this word. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Edwards. Ginobili out there with Tony Parker. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Duncan in at the 4 slot. Oh, here's Edwards. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And the basket by Ginobili.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Now, here's Parker. And finished off by Parker.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And it's Davis missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Edwards kicks to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. That one drops for him. And that's now 30 points for Tim Duncan.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
And the Clippers call time here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Shawn Marion is checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Klay Thompson in for James Posey. And here is Los Angeles now. Thompson outside. And there's the pass to Marion. And it's It's good for 2.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
San Antonio leading by 21. Parker outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Parker's gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. Davis against Parker. Lets it go. And it's Davis missing. Davis has gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
It's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Price is checked in for Davis. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Price, the pass to Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Parker. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup. Parker's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, even with the defense right in his face, Parker is just in his comfort zone down inside with that look.
Robinson finds Leonard. Thompson against Ginobili. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Oh, that's a great pass by Thompson. You see the skill, the craft. He's adept at finding open guys.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Parker's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for San Antonio. Price against Parker. Left side, Price. Pass to Thompson. Releases. Again, Los Angeles.
A quick, concise, fluid stroke. What else do you want from a jump shot? Klay Thompson.
Price against Parker. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. He kicks it to Nurkic. Out to the wing. Here's Edwards. A three-pointer off the mark. So it's the Clippers now. And here's Leonard from 3. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter. San Antonio leading by 23. Ginobili looking around. Over Robinson. And it comes off the front of the rim. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Duncan. Oh, and the jam by Duncan.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
Pass to Leonard. Over Edwards. And it's Leonard missing.
I like what he was trying to do. Shaking the D with the fadeaway. Tough look, though.
Here's Nurkic. Duncan trying to break loose. Nurkic can't hit.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Here's Marion. That one's good from the corner.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, that's the one area where they've had an edge, but they've been outworked in too many other aspects of this game.
Here's Nurkic. No good from outside. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
Whatever, ready, you can tell them that I'm ready. I'll be standing with it. Like I'm ready to anybody named Shelly. time, not for the telly. You can tell that heavy got trying to Chevy.
Hold my, control my breathing. I just, it's evening. Hold my, control my breathing. I just, it's evening. Hold my, control my breathing. I just, it's evening. Hold my, control my breathing. I just, it's evening.
When he raised the All in my page, all of my comments is screaming my name while I'm in the club, throwing them hundreds and fifties and ones. Daily while I'm hollering, if I'm on the island, I'm snatching the sale. Then I just until you free. I'm racing till my call me face down for all the times we had to face down. Like, if you need it, take mine, bring some payments to mine. You know I'm like that, I'll make a movie like TNT. And you really want it, I bet I like B&B. You want it in my section, and I keep that. Remember when I came home, all up to my direction. She like the way that I dance, she like the way that I move, she like the way that I rock, she like the way that I move. And she let it. Billie Jean, Christian Dior, I'm up in all the stores. When it rains, it pours. She like the way I like a Mary. Billie Jean, Christian Dior, I'm up in all the stores. When it rains, it pours. She like the way I
Moving through the city like a phantom in the opera of a dark caramel. Cleopatra, holy matrimony since in the cabana. Same time I'ma move up to Atlanta. I was in Miami trying to dodge the cameras. It's drama, so dramatic for the. Base hit like a thunder wave. I shape shift for 100 days. Still underrated, son. Even if they tell me I'm top 5, undebatable. They even tell me I'm not high. Put it on my mama, you on about time. Same clothes, they told me to watch spies. To be front saying they love me, that's all cap. You see where I'm headed? I know you want that. I know where your head is. I know when this is. You gon' be a Benedict, I'm betting it on whack. Stay full gazing. You making my move crazy. You making me choose how I might move, what I might do lately. Oh, you made me my worst version. Makes sense why my words worth it.
I've been playing this game for a very long time, man. Just trying to make a player that looks like me. I'm not really that close. It's really special to actually get to have somebody that looks exactly like me. I'm really excited for that.
This is a dream come true, you know. When I was little and I was playing 2K, I was always thinking about, damn, like, I should be there one day, you know. I want to be there one day. And here we are.
And now you're here.
Yeah.
How does it feel that you're going to be in NBA 2K?
It's crazy. For being a video game played in my whole life growing up, you know, with all my guys. And now to finally be in it, I don't got to create my own player.
A lot of sharp pressers coming off that Spurs bus as they arrived at the arena. Pumped up and primed for action. Downtown Detroit shining brightly tonight. What a look at the Motor City from just across the river. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench.
David Aldridge, thank you. And it should be a good one tonight, Steve. 2 teams in the playoff conversation.
This is where, Kevin, we see the talent is there on both sides. Also now, this is where coaching can make the difference, putting players in position to come out on top.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Andre Drummond is out there with Johnson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's Junior. And it's Vassell in at the 3 slot. And for the Pistons, Cobb is out there with Jackson. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Bey in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Cobb. He's tightly guarded. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Garcia passes to Murray. Left side, Garcia. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And San Antonio has possession. Shot clock at 5. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by Stewart. Now Cobb turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
You can't leave someone open around Cobb. When you do, he makes sure to hurt you for that mistake.
Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down. And the All-Star roster is being named recently. Junior included on that list. And Greg, a great honor for him and his play. He has earned the spot on that All-Star team.
It's been a terrific year for Junior. And the All-Star nod was a given in my book. He means so much to this team with how much he produces. Glad to see that he'll be a part of the All-Star game.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Cobb.
Give Junior credit. I like how he doesn't let tough defense stop him from trying to score.
And both free throws good for Junior.
Somewhat late to the game of basketball, Junior's natural abilities were apparent from the first time he ever stepped on the floor, and he's been cultivating them ever since.
And the pass to Murray. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I mean, tremendous body control in the air. Andre with the easy catch and flush.
Here's Cobb. That one off the back iron and out.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Always in pursuit of the basketball. If you throw it up, Junior's looking to throw it down.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Vassell, the pass to Junior. Up and in on the layup. Garcia's got 8 points.
Great to see Junior read and react to the defensive coverage in the pick and roll. That's everything.
The feed to Whiteside. It's slammed in by Whiteside.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got... Oh, here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
And that's the kind of dunk that can energize a team. Junior's here to inspire.
Johnson over to help. Cobb passes to Bay. Another 3 for Detroit.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Murray surveying the D. Outside, Garcia. Pass to Vassell. Shot clock at 6. And Junior throws it down.
And this has been Junior's game so far. It's obvious he's not afraid to step up and carry the offense.
Pass to Cobb. Offensive rebound. No good. Shot missing. Spurs leading by 4. Passes to Vassell. Over Jackson. Vassell, no good.
Decent look for mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Cobb. Stewart passes to Whiteside. Over Murray. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
An absolute monster inside. Whiteside moving bodies around. Earns himself a trip to the charity stripe.
I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you think about a few guys.
Took on 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
San Antonio leading. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Pistons, Jackson is out there with Cobb. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's Doumbouya. And it's Stewart in at the center. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Pacers, delivered quite a performance. He picked up 67 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Andre Drummond's checked in for Cody Zeller, and it's Johnson in for Porter. Jackson kicks to Green. Doumbouya with it, and it's Johnson picking him up.
The beauty of Draymond as a facilitator really sees the entire floor.
Garcia against Jackson. On the wing, Johnson launches it. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Back to Green. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Green's got his first basket of the night.
Aggressive, working for the high percentage shot. Draymond understands this game.
Inside, and Junior throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play. Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
It's Smitty, anytime there's a poll for dirtiest player in the NBA, Draymond seems to end up on that list.
GA, in our day, there would have been a lot of us on that list. You know Draymond just wants to win, but it's about just playing hard, and that's what he'll do. He'll do whatever it takes to win. In this league, they just trying to clean up some of these acts.
Cobb passes to Green. He kicks to Doumbouya. The pass to Cobb. Nice D from Garcia.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And here they go. And Garcia with the block.
Great awareness on the defensive end. Junior relishes any chance he gets to rise up and block it.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Detroit making a switch here. Holmes checked in. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And Junior throws it down.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Pass to Doumbouya. Rebounded by the Spurs. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Garcia, and Junior throws it down hard.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they maintained their focus.
Wasted no time on that one. Cobb's got 6 in the quarter.
Proving he can be a sniper. Like seeing Cobb rise up and drain the 3.
Junior with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Murray kicks to Junior. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
The fast break. Junior makes sure to exploit those open court situations.
Now here's Cobb, guarded by Garcia. Holmes passes to Cobb. Over Junior. Knocked away.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
He's been polishing up this move. Drummond with the monster jam off the drive.
Pass to Bay. Now here's Holmes to stop the run. Rebound by Johnson.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Here's Drummond, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Richaun Holmes.
The size combo of Drummond makes it hard to stop him on the drive without.
guys, it's Junior making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. A terrific quarter for him, and now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
With active fans and the defensive man, it really got us all hyped up. And, you know, it translates to the offensive end as well, too. So, you know, we're looking real good right now. We just got to put it together in the second half, too.
Transition really working well for you in the first half, Andre. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Johnson is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Junior. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Vassell in its small forward. Here's Junior, and he gets the bucket. Junior's got 29 in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Cobb. Off target from outside.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And that sends Junior to the free throw line. That one on Cobb. Pistons trail by 18. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Stewart goes up and lays it nice and easy. Stewart's got 9.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Whoa! I mean, that's a rugged play.
That one was big time. Showing some dedication on the drive. Junior takes good angles when attacking the rim.
Down low, here's Cobb, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not really true. Wow. I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Passes it to Vassell. Here's Drummond. 90 seconds now into the second half. He feeds it to Garcia. Back to Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Vassell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half. What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Johnson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
And you can see the floor awareness there. Junior more than capable of spotting the open teammate.
Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for San Antonio. Now, here's Kahn. He's guarded closely. It's the front of the rim and out.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Pistons. Jackson comes in for Cobb. Here's Jackson. That one falls.
Yeah, he's like a surgeon down low operating in the paint. He is incredibly effective there.
Johnson outside. Now the pass to Junior. Floats it up for Junior. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Outside Jackson. Kicks it to Green. The Pistons working the ball around now. Takes the turnaround Jay. Holmes can't get it to go in. Spurs leading by 20. To the inside. And Junior throws it down hard.
And I consider Junior to be a natural athlete. Really impressed with his ability to finish plays.
Jackson passes to Jackson. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Doesn't go that time.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Pass to Vassell. Drummond with it. Started by Jackson. Here's Vassell. The three-pointer, no good.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jackson kicks to Jackson. Pass to Demboya. Holmes against Johnson. 6 to shoot. Jackson looking it over. And it's off from three-point range. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Garcia.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Left in the third quarter of the game. And Junior throws it down.
Strength and focus. This is how Junior gets shots to go, even against physical defense.
Now, here's Kahn. Light covering. They get it back. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Cody Zeller. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
A different look now for San Antonio. Diallo, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Murray subbed in for Derek White.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Junior dishes to Zeller. Back to Garcia. Rebounded by the Pistons. And here is Kahn. 14 points for him. Hands it from downtown.
The defense can't give Cobb any separation. You see why with these results.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Zeller passes to Garcia. Murray left side. Count that one.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Pistons shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Now, here's Cobb. 17 points in the game. That one goes. Count it.
And they say the mid-range J is a dying shot, but Cobb enjoys knocking it down from there.
And so it's San Antonio, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Whiteside. Cobb is out there with Jackson, and it's Bay in at the 3. That's the group for Detroit right now.
I feel like Drummond saw that one coming all the way. Great anticipation.
Spurs leading by 22. Murray kicks to Junior. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shift from one conference to the other. But ultimately, nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all. And that's the relentless motor you get with Junior. He loves to play in attack mode.
Passes it to Cobb. Launches a 3. Up again, and Whiteside stays right with it.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip-in.
Jackson against Murray. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Junior the pass to Diallo. Back to Garcia. And good! There's another.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Started.
Whiteside, the pass to Stewart. Back to Whiteside. Here's Cobb. Bangs home the trifecta. Cobb's got 12 points here in the second half.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And stolen by Whiteside. Cobb with it. Now defended by Junior. And it goes down 2 points. Cobb's got 7 points for the quarter. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Junior, and another one falls.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Jackson dishes to Cobb. And Garcia with the block. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Garcia goes in, and Junior throws it down.
No stopping Junior here. The assertive slam, hot off the drive, just overwhelms the D.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
And Garcia kicks to Drummond. Floats it up for Junior. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Greg, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. Eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Shoots the three, and Cobb gets it to go. Cobb's got 10 points in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And, yep, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. The pass to Bay. Lets it go with a three. Another three for Detroit.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Spurs leading by 21. Pass to Samanic. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Garcia. Inside, here's Johnson, and Johnson with the stuff.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Dumboya. From outside, off the mark. For San Antonio, they've gotten all 8 of their shots in the fourth quarter to drop. Truly remarkable. Pass to Johnson. No good on that one. Great D that time from Green. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And the pass to Dumboya. And a miss there on the triple.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for San Antonio.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Junior.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Here's Jackson. Yep, that one goes in there.
I tell you what, Jackson is a lot stronger than you realize until you see him up close. Also great at just staying in control and finishing those tough shots.
Harris kicks to Johnson. Outside, Jones. Johnson, the pass to Junior. Connects again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Here are the Pistons with the ball. Pass to Jackson. Pass to Dumboya. Here's Okafor, and then Okafor slams it in.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Garcia up top. Hits it again. Wow. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
New kids, I don't care what it goes.
What's good, boy?
Mr. 305.
What's up?
Wade County.